Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Crazy Dallas, and I am back with another YouTube video. And in today's YouTube video, we have another NASCAR diecast review video. So there's that. And in today's NASCAR diecast review video, we have a diecast that came out a very long time ago. This was one of the earliest 2025 diecasts that came out. This came out in October, so I guess it wasn't actually that early of a diecast. It came out early October, at least that's when I got it. I know it came out a little earlier than that, early September was when early release diecast of this car came out for this diecast, so yeah. But in today's video, we have Christopher Bell's 2025 DeWalt / Interstate Batteries that he ran at the Daytona 500 back in 2025. Kind of a long, short story at the same time for this paint scheme. This was Christopher Bell's, technically his primary paint scheme of the year. One of them, anyways. DeWalt and Interstate Batteries and Ream are basically only his three sponsors usually throughout the year. So there's that. Very beautiful diecast. I love this car. This paint scheme, when it came out, I knew I had to get it. And I am very grateful I got it when I did. Because surprisingly, it's kind of hard to get right now. Because it came out back in October or whatever. So, yeah. Should be really fun diecast to review. Anyways, as I was saying about the long, short story, Christopher Bell was actually leading at the Daytona 500 in 2025. With five or four laps to go or so. And Custer had a big run behind him, so Custer was getting pushed by somebody, and they kind of stacked up behind Bell. And Christopher Bell got a huge bump push, you could say, from Cole Custer in the back. And basically Bell, on the back stretch, coming into turn 3, slammed into the outside wall, came back down into traffic, and collected Priest. And Priest had another horrifying flip. Well, it wasn't as bad as his 2023 flip. By far, it was not. But it was still kind of nasty flip. But it wasn't horrible, though. Definitely probably one of the safest Ryan Priest Daytona crashes we've seen, probably, for being a flip. Something about Ryan Priest and Daytona, guys. Something about him and Daytona. But yeah, I'm really excited to get this diecast out of the box and review it for you guys. Like I said, this is one of the diecasts that I got last year. This diecast came out about already 5 months ago already, so I'm really excited to open this one up. So I have my lucky tweezers today. I'm pretty sure when I did the 2025 Justin Allgaier number 40 Traveler Whiskey, I'm pretty sure I forgot my tweezers maybe. I can't remember. That was a week ago. But I'm going to try my best to make as many NASCAR diecast review videos as I can before I leave for Texas. That way I can upload some videos while I'm on vacation. Because I will be very busy during vacation. I'm not taking a break from YouTube when I go on vacation here in technically 3.5, 4 days, around there. Like I said, I'm leaving Monday, so yeah, there's that. But here we have the car out of the box. And I should have planned this sooner, but I almost did a double diecast review for today's video. I almost did the Christopher Bell DeWalt, this car, and then I almost did his actual DeWalt paint scheme that he ran. That's his actual primary than this one. So either way, we have the car out of the box. We're going to go ahead and zoom in very, very in. I'm going to go ahead and move my tweezers and the box that the car goes in. Why is it so sticky right there? Oh, that's just my sweaty... Never mind. My arm is just a little sweaty because I was outside. Guys, today is March 20th. Tomorrow's spring, actually, I just realized. Or is it today? Either way, as you guys know, I live in Iowa. Iowa gets the most unpredictable weather. Like, 5 days ago, we had like 5 inches of snow. We had that horrible snowstorm. And now, 5 days later, actually, yesterday, today, and tomorrow are going to be above 60 degrees. Yesterday was like 62. Today's up to 68. And then tomorrow's like going to be like 74, 75. So it's really nice. And then what's not nice is there's already a paint chip. And guys, I want to alarm you. I know I had this car since October, but I never take these cars out of the package unless I review them or something else. And what the hell is going on here with this thing? Is that another paint chip or is that just a decal? Let me see. It is just a decal. Alright, thank God. Just a part of like a decal from like, who knows? Maybe it was this part, I don't know. I think there's another paint chip right there where my finger is. Maybe that's just decal too. I think, no, that's just decal. This is all decal. Yeah, turn this car into race version. There you go. There's another paint chip right here on the top. Unless, yeah, that's paint chip. Jeez. This car's been through some things. And there's another paint chip on the roof side area right there above the window net. Jesus criminy, Lionel. Anyways, we're going to start with the front as always. We have Toyota Camry. We're going to get through the basic stuff. Number 20, Sunoco, Goodyear, Joe Gibbs Racing, Sunoco, Toyota Camry. Not sure what's going on here either. Decal? Yep, more decal. So weird. Pardon me. Anyways, we're going to start. Let's do the driver's side. This is one of these cars. As you guys would know, when it comes to NASCAR diecast, usually the paint scheme itself is usually the same on the passenger side and the driver side. But this paint scheme actually is a little different between the driver's side and the passenger side because of the lightning. So this pattern is actually a little different than the passenger side. It's very identical, of course, but it's a little different. And we'll talk about it here in a minute. Anyways, on the side here, we have NASCAR Cup Series logo, number 20. We have the exhaust pipe thing that goes on the side there. If you guys are wondering what that noise is, that's just my washer. So, yeah. Anyways, Interstate Batteries, Mobile One. I forgot they're a sponsor with Bell. Toyota logo, not sure what that is. There's Christopher Bell right there. DeWalt, Interstate Batteries, Rheem, ethanol, gas, Reesers. And then on the back, we have Mobile One, Toyota, Interstate, 20, Toyota Camry. John 316. I Am Second is on this car. Can you guys see that? The I Am Second sponsor is on this car right there. I did not notice that. That is really interesting that we have I Am Second on this car. I have never seen that sponsor with Christopher Bell. With Joe Gibbs Racing anyways. So that's really interesting. I guess you do learn something every day, don't you, chat? On this other side, the thing that's different about this other side is the lightning, of course, like I just said. It's a little different. And I know people are still complaining about how the Interstate Batteries, like, paint schemes that we get that are, like, black are not black. They're actually gray. I know a lot of people were pissed off at the Ty Gibbs 2023 Interstate Batteries black diecast that we got. How it was not black. It was actually a very dark gray. Kind of a gray fade. I know a lot of people were upset about that, but I actually like kind of the gray from the Interstate Batteries paint schemes. I like how it's just not all black. So it gives it some more vibrant, you know. But I love the neon green lightning bolts. And then you have some, like, kind of a lighter gray lightning bolt. So that actually looks really nice, too. It gives it a nice pattern. So that way there's more detail in the car. This is definitely one of my favorite Christopher Bell paint schemes from 2025. So, and then the hood actually just says DeWalt. There's nothing really important about the hood. Just some yellow and the DeWalt. And I also want to point out the yellow is kind of a mustardy color off camera. On camera that you guys are seeing is more of like a honey mustard. But realistically, the paint on this car in real life is not a honey mustard. It's like a gold. And is that another paint chip? Lionel, what are we doing here? Jeez. Some of you guys are probably going to say, be careful, your car is crazy, Dallas. I take very good care of my cars, as you guys could probably tell. These are all my NASCAR diecasts, because I did a video, like an hour and a half long video or whatever it was. And all these cars are in the package. I only take them out, like I said, when I do reviews or if I just want to check paint chips, which I'm kind of doing right now too, to be honest with you. On the roof, we have, of course, the little window detailing and the window net. Then we have the number 20, some more paint chips or something. I don't know. This car is all screwed up. Guaranteed Tough is on this one. And we got a bunch of sponsors in the back here. You actually can see them pretty well. We have Lincoln Welders, Mac Tools, Sharon Williams, Sport Clips Haircuts, Siemens, D-End, and we have, what is that? Stratasys. And then last but not least, of course, we have the very bottom chassis, which is nothing important because it's literally the same thing as every single Toyota, Ford, or Chevy base you get. And I also want to point out, since this car came out back in October, or late September, early October-ish, no, this car does not have the metal chassis or the rubber tires, so, yeah. Those rubber tires, metal chassis didn't come out till like late December, early January of 2026 now, which is the year we are in now, from what I'm recording anyways. Not in the future though, unfortunately, but yeah. I will be honest with you guys, 2026 is definitely, and I agree, the new 2016. I can't lie to you guys, so yeah. There you guys have it. Christopher Bell's 2025 DeWalt / Interstate Batteries that he ran at the Daytona 500, and who knows wherever the hell he ran this at. Probably a couple different tracks, but yeah. There you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. So, yeah. God bless, guys.